I like to call this one Doom throughout the years. In the 90s, early 90s, Doom came out on the PC.
One of the first-person shooters, obviously after Wolfenstein, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was never.
But Doom was a big step up from Wolfenstein.
But you still couldn't look up or down, right?
No, not in Doom, no. Because remember, you used to be able to point the shotgun at people who were on another platform, and it would still aim at them.
Yeah.
I never played Wolfenstein. Doom was the first one for me, and I was really young. I think it was like an 18, is it?
I didn't play it until I went round to a friend's house. The first one you had a CD drive. I think it was one of the first games I saw that was on a CD. But it was on floppies as well. I don't think
Yeah, shit with the floppies though, because it was pretty big for its day, really.
I wasn't a big fan of massive floppers.
Massive floppies?
Oh yeah.
Does anyone remember the story behind Doom? Was there a storyline?
There was a storyline about how...
Is it on Mars? It's on Phobos.
It was a moon of Mars, and they opened the gateway to hell by accident.
So everyone's now zombies.
Don't you like the way that the gateway to hell is always open by accident? The guy that did it probably like ran home and took a sick day.
Yeah.
The whole point of Doom was, in my opinion, wasn't it to get home? Weren't you supposed to be getting free? I thought you were in hell when I was a kid and you were trying to get out.
No,
you were on a base.
In Inferno, you're actually meant to go to hell. The chapter Inferno, you're actually meant to be in hell.
I mean, it's irrelevant. Like the fact that it had a story, obviously didn't really. It's just an
there was
excuse
no
to
need
have.
For a story whatsoever.
It's just a corridor shooter where you're the only person alive,
yeah.
and they need an excuse for it. But it was really revolutionary at the time.
Compared to Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Totally different class.
I remember it being quite scary, actually. I don't mind saying it. Doom, when I was a kid, was quite frightening. Are they skulls? Were they floating skulls?
Yeah.
Flying flaming skulls.
I didn't like them. I seem to remember them and the big one-eyed horn monsters.
Are they called pinkies?
They were the things that grunted and ran at you. Instead of attacking you, they just got in your face and jiggled.
What are the main bad guys called?
Imps.
Gimps.
Not gimps.
Bring
out the gimp.
If Doom was full of gimps, I think the wrong audience would have played.
I can never remember all the names of them. They all have names.
Check it out. Check it out.
Have you got the baddies in there?
Yeah, there's former humans, which just a few days ago they were probably swapping stories with their dudes.
Also known as zombie men.
In the filth-covered combat suits. Now it's time to swap some lead. That doesn't make any sense. Former human sergeants or shotgun guys.
I love the way they put the short names of what you would call them in brackets in case you wouldn't call them shotgun guys.
In case you couldn't be inventive enough to call them a shotgun
guy. Shotgun guys.
I like this. Just in case, imps. If you thought an imp was a cute little dude in a red suit with a pitchfork, think again.
What?
Would you think if
I've never thought it was
if a little dude in a red suit came out with a pitchfork, I'd think paedophile. Not isn't he cute? I'd be like, pedo. And also, if you look at the cover of the actual Doom on the Jaguar, does his body armour just expose his stomach in like a Peter Andre?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be too comfortable going into hell with just my man boobs protected.
No.
Also, I'm sorry, I've just noticed this. But is anybody familiar with this? What this demon down here is doing? Yeah, I think that's his hand with his two fingers in his tongue.
You had Doom. You had Doom 2. There was also the Ultimate Doom, which was Doom 1, plus Vifesh Consumed, the
fucking Doom expert.
The extra chapter which you got on it, which was also based in
Was that in German?
No, Vifesh Consumed.
Oh, Vifesh.
I thought you said Vifesh.
Vifesh Consumed.
My flesh has been consumed.
The additional German add-on. But what happened to Doom 2? Was it better graphics, or was it exactly the same engine, or what?
Bigger levels. It was the same engine,
right.
but you had to have a better spec computer, because you had to have like a minimum of like a 486. You had a few new enemies in it. I don't remember exactly what now, but a few new enemies, much bigger levels, much more complicated levels as well.
I just want to draw a little bit of attention away from Doom 2 for this fantastic piece of literature I found. If you play like link-up games, you could play Doom Deathmatch on the Jaguar. There's due to high data transfer rates between Jaguars whilst playing co-op or deathmatch Doom, and the interference caused by playing a game taking place in hell, you and your friends will see this message: network error.
I'm I'm sorry, Tari. You cannot blame your failings on interference from hell. That is just absolutely retarded.
Sorry, technical failure. Blame hell. It's alright.
Is that like what happens when you make orange broadband? My first like full-on proper from start to finish Doom was on the Game Boy. The Game Boy Color Advance.
Yeah, what colour Advance?
So that is quite a late port of Doom, isn't it?
I played,
But that is amazing on such a small cartridge and a small it's
but that's so
brilliant
much
on that.
later. That's so much.
it does it by cutting out all the bosses.
It is funny. Like you look at the size of that cartridge. Doom's on that. Right. Doom.
Doom for the Atari. It's on the biggest cartridge
Absolutely
Look.
massive.
in the world. There we go.
My favourite thing is the handle. So there's Doom on the Jaguar, which is pretty faithful, if I remember rightly. You thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, Doom on the Jaguar was pretty good.
That is the funniest thing about these different ports of Doom, is that once you've played one, you can then instantly play all versions of Doom, because all the levels are exactly the same.
Yeah.
They're identical, it's just all been copied across.
But the thing about the bad guys in Doom, as well as the weapons in Doom, is whenever the game went from wherever it went, from PC to Game Boy or PC to Jaguar, it all just went with it. It never changed. And then when Doom 3 came out, it was just a remake of the original Doom.
Yeah.
It was nothing new. It was just Doom with better graphics. You're still on a base. You're still in Mars. You're still fighting the same guys. Apart from you had that soul cube.
They tried harder to fit a story in, to like get a story going.
Cutscenes.
I remember it being quite frightening actually though, that Doom 3 game. I remember like at the beginning it kind of built you up, and then there were like these heads coming in and
the YouTube video of that foreign kid playing Doom.
oh my god.
That wasn't real.
Yeah,
though.
but it's still funny.
I remember that. What was that after Doom 3? You had obviously
You had the erection of evil, of course. Yeah.
exactly Res Erection.
Erection.
And the storyline was bollocks. It was about some bloke trying to open a box.
It was just
a
another
thing.
way of cashing in.
Yeah,
I
it's a
never
cash
played
in
on
it.
Doom.
I never played it. I don't know anything about it.
And that was kind of forgettable, which is a shame because they like Doom 3 was such a good like little addition to the series, and then to just bring Erection of Evil.
It's not really a game series, is it? Because although they keep saying Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, Ultimate Erection, it's just Doom.
Ultimate Erection.
They're not really a series. They're just one game.
Yeah.
Doom, you're the same bloke, same
gets
armor,
remade.
same idea, on Mars, on a base. But it never changed. People still played it though. Good game though, Doom. Good game. Good gameplay, good graphics for the time. Even better graphics when they remade it in Doom 3.
Yeah,
Weapons are great, enemies are great.
That's the thing. But it's like an institution, this of PC gaming especially. Like everything you can say, oh yeah, that was straight back to Doom. Like if you haven't played Doom, then you should. Because it doesn't really, you don't really know about first-person shooters or
Until you play Doom.
Can you see that? That gone off bow. UCHG, big talks. Sponsored by Mouldy Bow.